thought the trailer for Enola Holmes looked really good.
It is time to find my mother.
The game is afoot.
Is the movie that good? Does it live up? Is it worth your time to check out? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my spoiler-free review for Netflix's Enola Holmes. So is it good? Is it worth your time to check out? Like I said, when I saw the trailer, I thought it looked intriguing. I mean, Millie Bobby Brown is great, and she looked hilarious in the trailer. Henry Cavill, Superman as Sherlock Holmes.
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's an S.
She seems intelligent.
Yes, I was curious to see his portrayal of Sherlock because I've been really liking, Sherlock on BBC and Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies. There needs to be a third one of those, by the way. So I was curious to see this movie, to see Henry Cavill's portrayal, and Millie Bobby Brown was so fun in the trailer, and she's so good in Stranger Things. Like, she just has one of those personalities, so I was excited to see this movie.
Where's your hat and your gloves?
Well, I have a hat. Just makes my head itch. And I have no gloves.
My God.
Did it disappoint? No, I'm gonna give it a B+. I'm actually looking forward to watching it again this evening when my wife gets home from work. And I'm excited to say that because she liked the trailer. She thought this was looking pretty good. And I'm excited to say that I'm looking forward to watching it again today when she gets home from work. First off, I really did like the cast. Millie Bobby Brown was fantastic. You really do get a good look at that in the trailer. Like, that infectious personality, her humor, her charisma, it just comes through this entire film. Her character is just so instantly likable, and I love her fourth wall breaks, like those melodramatic moments, and I thought it was hysterical. One of my favorite moments is when she looks at the camera and, breaks the fourth wall, looks right at me, and she's asking me, well, do you have any ideas? I actually answered her out loud. I went, no, I'm sorry, I don't. I just thought I was just supposed to watch this. So I had no ideas. So I'd be curious when it gets to that scene, do you have any ideas? You could let me know when you get there if you had a plan for her that you wish you could have suggested to her. But it was just one of those moments where I felt engaged by her when she would break the fourth wall and talk to me about what's going on. I didn't find it distracting or anything like that. I thought it was a really cool thing that they did and a really cool way for her to narrate and tell the story. And so I thought her character was fantastic throughout the whole thing. I thought Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes was great. I really liked it. I mean, I've been getting used to Robert Downey Jr., who plays a more eccentric Sherlock Holmes. And same thing with Benedict Cumberbatch. And I love both of their portrayals. And both of them play eccentric, but they play it different. What I liked about Henry Cavill is he played it that very Henry Cavill style.
Enola.
But it was cool because, it fit. It fit what was going on. Enola was the lead. Enola was the one who was supposed to steal the show. She was supposed to be the unique character. And I thought Henry Cavill did a great job with his Sherlock. You really saw his detective skills, his deductive reasoning, and how he was able to track everything that was going on. But it fit the tone of this movie, and it gave him a unique Sherlock Holmes. So I thought that was cool, and I really liked his Sherlock. And the guy playing Mycroft, I think he did a great job, because I really didn't like Mycroft.
My God.
Mycroft. And I know I wasn't supposed to like Mycroft. And I thought it was kind of interesting because what you really see is Enola, who is this free spirit trying to find her path. Her mother, definitely a free spirit. And you have Mycroft, who's kind of rigid and stuck with how things are. And that's what he's going to fight for. You have Sherlock, who, the world suits him fine, but you see that he's willing to learn and he's willing to grow. And so when you have Mycroft, who's stuck where he is, Sherlock, who's willing to grow, and you have Enola, who's trying to strike out and find her path, and she's that free spirit, it fit the whole tone of this movie where, the world, or England, was on the brink of a great change. And so you see Mycroft stuck in the past, wanting to take Enola to that all-girls school, and man, I hated that school, and I was so angry at Mycroft for wanting to send her there, but that just shows that the movie engaged me, and it got me hooked on that story, and I cared about what was going on. And Helena Bonham Carter, I thought she did a great job as Enola Holmes' mother. She actually reminded me of my grandma. Not that that means anything to you for this review, but there was something about her eccentric personality, that artistic personality, that free spirit that she had. It just reminded me of my grandma, and it kind of just helped me attach to her. And so, you know, you have this whole thing where the mother has disappeared. And so when the mother disappears, I care about it. I care about it more so for Enola, because Enola just brought me into the story and I was so attached to that character. And so when she was sad that her mother was gone, I was feeling sad that her mother was gone. But Helena Bonham Carter did a great job portraying that role and playing that character and even making that character likable and caring, okay, where is she? Why is she gone? What is going on here? So I thought that was a lot of fun. I didn't find it too extremely predictable either. I tried to predict a few things, and I think there were a few small things that I could predict, but when it came to the overall mystery, I didn't quite predict it. So you'll have to let me know if you were in that same boat or if you were able to see it coming. Overall, it had a good pacing. My one thing is, it felt a little long, but that's okay, because it wasn't on the big screen, it came straight to Netflix. So it's not that big of a deal that it felt kind of long, but even though it felt kind of long, I still enjoyed it, and I was still along for the ride and having fun from the beginning to the end.
There are two paths you can take, Enola. Yours, or the path others choose for you.
And I thought the message was pretty encouraging. You have Enola trying to find her own path and find her purpose in life, which is something that her mother had trained her to do and was building her up to do so that she could be strong and find her own path and find her own purpose, because each of the Holmes has done that. They've carved their own path, and now it's Enola's turn. And the fact that her name spelled backwards is alone, I thought they did a good job playing with that with the message of the movie. So what did you think of this movie? Is B+ a good grade? Would you go lower? Or would you go higher? I definitely think it's worth your time to check out this week on Netflix, because if you already got a Netflix account, it's not going to cost you anything, and I thought it was a fun ride. So what did you think? Let's talk about that in the comments. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Hit that bell by the subscribe button so you're notified for my next movie review, ranking video, theological analysis, or anything else I do here. I'm Durbin. Thanks for checking out Durbania.